One time. woman, Africa woman. Whoa, whoa! So it's the end of July. It's the end of July. August is here. August is here. August is here. Yes, indeed. August is here. Oh no, man. My birthday is coming up too. My birthday is coming, so welcome, welcome. I know we are a little bit behind schedule with our broadcasting, but I do appreciate everybody out there. I'm live right now on 90.7 live and direct, most definitely. So I'm very excited for Phoenix, the East Side, to hear the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. So I was just told that I was live. So big up to KRDP, most definitely. You already know I got my old T-shirt from Radio Phoenix. You already know been here for the longest. My name's KRDP. Yes, indeed. And don't look at my eyes because you already know. You know what I'm saying? I still hustle. But anyway, it's going to be a great Saturday. I know a lot of folks, have been talking about the Will Smith and all that, which, I wasn't even planning on talking about this today. But, I'm going to elaborate on what I've observed and, you know, uh, what does it mean? And also, as far as, us human beings, what do we see us ourselves when we face circumstances like that? Now I know, the slap around the word is something different. You know what I'm saying? But I know some of us out there, some of us human beings have been facing either we hurt somebody or somebody hurt us. You know what I'm saying? Either one of them. But we don't talk about that most definitely. But I know we got some news going on. You know what I'm saying? We got some news going on. Y'all got no fake news. Oh no. Oh no. You already know, no fake news, Mr. Cleansby. I'm back in the building. You already know. Big shout out to Mojave Couture. I can't go play some Kevin Ross, Sweet Release, Lord Antonio, Wild featuring Ember Lulu. We have some Bonner Boy with Asake, Samba, and my singer Ruth African Queen, most definitely. Now, before we jump on our segment of the day, now I want to give a big shout out to Native Health. Now, programming on KRDP is supported by Native Health, located at 4041 North Central Avenue, Building C, near the southeast corner of Central Avenue and Indian School Road in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, Native Health provide medical, dental, behavioral health, wigs, wellness services for the urban Native American community. For more information, is available at 602-279-5262 or go online at nativehealthphoenix.org. Yes, indeed. Now, to jump on some quick news right now, you already know, we heard that the Russians, pull off from the, I believe, the airspace, basically. Also, former president number 45, aka President Trump, pretty much, sponsor the live golf for those out there who are pretty much against that. But one of the things that really grabs me today is the fact that yesterday I was just minding my business, sticking to my hustle and everything like that, and out of nowhere, I'm going to my YouTube, I'm going to my little social media feeds and trying to catch up to what's going on or what did I miss or anything like that, and then I'm seeing this Will Smith video, that was a little bit shocking to see a video of Will Smith pretty early. You know what I'm saying? But then again, as I was looking at the video and started to realize that it was an apology video, of course, I neutralized myself and came to listen to, his video, his comment, his conversation about, what he wanted to, tell the world, but especially, to Chris right now. For those out there who, don't understand, I spoke about that, the slap around the word after the Oscar, about how, Will Smith, you know, when the wrong way to do that, most definitely. Pretty much, if it wasn't for his wife, he wouldn't have done what he did, pretty much. And of course, folks were very, very, heartbroken. I was heartbroken by actually, not just watching it, but witnessing it. And then the next day, folks are talking about the slap around the world. But not only that, I believe my expression was the fact that it was just two brothers who were in front of the whole world, for their embarrassment, for them to embarrass all of us, especially for Will Smith to walk on stage, in the biggest, day of his life, which is the Oscar, and pretty much embarrass not just himself but also the other nominees, though that were attending to the Oscar, most definitely. So, I pretty much expressed my concern about it. I pretty much voiced my opinion about how I feel about this, the situation. But then again, my whole, conclusion was about peace. It was about peace and loving, about just, learning from each other's mistake and not repeating the same mistake that we do. Now, I would like to remind everyone out there that first of all, we all believe the same thing. We cry, we laugh, we feel some type of emotion. Sometimes when we lose ourselves, we can, it may lead up to something that we don't want, that to lead up to. It could be a chaos, could be anything, that's going to hurt us or hurt others. Now, watching Will Smith, talking yesterday, really just, not just opened my eyes about life, but literally just, brought me back to humanity, just brought me back to human being, common sense of what humanity represents amongst us. I believe he was reading some questions about, from others about, his demeanor, his defaults, about why he did not apologize to Chris Rock. How come he took this opportunity to, to pretty much flip, do the 360 and pretty much not just embarrass himself, but also embarrass the nominee, especially the African American nominee, the minority nominee who have been working so hard, for this moment, for this Oscar moment, to be on stage, to receive their awards, to be able to, feel appreciated for their artwork. And Will Smith is part of that movement too, because we all know that how Will Smith, for the past few years, have been really fighting to be in the Oscar. We remember how Jada Pinkett, was trying to boycott the Oscar, years ago, and then there was some jokes about that. But those are just the past. Those are just something that we are just, learning from it, but still coming back to light, because that's where he brought back to his comment, most definitely. And I was just listening to him talking and pretty much, bringing his apologizing to Chris Rock, apologizing to Chris Rock's family, especially his mother, his brother, apologizing to pretty much, Questlove, as we know from the Roots, apologizing to pretty much everyone that has been affected by the slap around the world, to the point that, this man pretty much brought humbleness to, to what he was talking about. Now, me talking about this, I wasn't going to come and talk about Will Smith. I wasn't going to come and talking about, the slap around the world, or, what does that mean, or if this is going to be, a forgivable, issue or anything like that. But what I can say is, from what I'm witnessing, what I watched, is the fact that yes, at the end of the day, we are all human beings. You can be rich, you can be poor, you can be black, white, you can be whatever you want to be in life. Wherever you stand in life, but at the end of the day, you're still a human being. You still have feelings, you still have emotions. If you're angry, you are going to act up on your anger. If you're happy, you will act up on your happiness. And pretty much what Will Smith pretty much display or brought to light in front of the whole world to hear him talking was the fact that he's also a human being. I mean, there were questions about, he's a, now how come he has not apologized to Chris Rock, who is, or who is supposed to be his best friend, because everybody remembers Chris Rock was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. His brother was also part of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, excuse me. So it's all that 1990s collective black actors that we all grew up under. I grew up under Will Smith, Chris Rock, Denzel Washington, the Wayans brothers, you know what I'm saying? Jada Pinkett Smith, you know what I'm saying, before she was Smith. A lot of actors, man, you know what I'm saying? A lot of black actors that did not, grasp on the representation back then because of how Hollywood was designed. And, we all know all these brothers and sisters. Now, him doing this video, to me, I did not really, care about the video. I really care about the message. I care about, what was being, brought, into the camera, what was being taught into the camera, what was being shared into the camera. And, in life, we all have been through circumstances like this where either it was hard for us to forgive, or, we have to, ask for forgiveness. We have to ask for that, renaissance, nuance of a new beginning. And what Will Smith is asking from Chris Rock, not just from Chris Rock, but from all of us, from myself, from everybody out there who has been affected by the slap around the world, is that he's just a human being, number one. And number two, we all make mistakes. And I'm not going to be here and telling everybody or telling Chris Rock or everybody out there to learn to forgive, to accept, to accept forgiveness, to move on and, let go and let God. Because, I'm one of those human beings myself who either, it was hard for me to forgive somebody, or I have to literally just, be on my knees because I know I did something wrong to someone. And we all made mistakes in our lives. We all, did something wrong to somebody else that was not pleasant. And that's part of life. That's part of a learning experience. Now, watching that is part of life. Now, forgiveness is something that, I always, I've been practicing. I've been telling folks that it is okay to forgive. It's okay to, to have your peace of mind, because you want to be able to move on to the next stage of your life where you're not going to be carrying that burden. You're not going to be thinking about, that circumstances. At the same time, you can never forget, the trauma that you have faced. You can never forget any circumstances that you have been dealing with. You can never forget drama. You can never forget any heartbreak or any headache or any heartache, because those are life experience. Now, for me to come in, tell, Will Smith or Chris Rock or anybody out there, hey man, that was just a mistake, just let go and walk away. Forgiveness is something hard to give. It's also something hard to share. It is also something. It is a hard process to absorb. Now, I can be here and tell tell y'all, oh yeah, I forgive some people. No, it wasn't that easy for me to get to that forgiveness phase, because for me to forgive somebody, I have to literally face myself in the mirror, or I have to either face some type of life circumstances. Now, for the past 3 years, by the grace of God, I've been here just, doing the show, broadcasting live right now, and pretty much, expressing, the facts of life. Maybe it's my facts of life, maybe it's somebody's facts of life, but it is life that we all go through. Everybody has been hurt by somebody. Everybody has been, betrayed by somebody, to the point that, most of the time we don't want to let go of that hurt, because we want to be able to to get that hurt into our body because we want to feel that we are so hurt and that we cannot let go. Because if we let go, that means we are weak. We allow other people to use us to do us wrong and to do us dirty and everything like that. I mean, everything to keep our anger intact into our physical body, into our spiritual mind. And the fact that, Will Smith, took the initiative to come in on TV and pretty much broadcast his, not just his displeasure, not just his hurt and his mistake, but also his redemption, displayed the humanity of himself in front of everybody. Now, let's forget the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Let's forget the Will Smith, the brand, because this was Will Smith, the father, Will Smith, the human being, Will Smith, the husband. Now, I'm not going to go back and talk about, oh my gosh, like, are we going to be able to let go? Is this something to forgive? Or no, like I said again, any default that affects your life, it is an experiment. Life is actually an experiment. Can I just say that? Can I get a hallelujah for that? Life is an experiment, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. But it is up to us to grasp on our hurt or to grasp on our happiness, to make a change of it or to evolve with that. Now, him doing this is no different than me apologizing to folks that I know I did wrong to. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that I have to also hold on to the hurt that other folks have done to me. Now, I'm not trying to tell everybody out there, we have to, forgive his brother because, this is a brand new era. He made a mistake. He's paying for it. Yes, he's actually paying for it still. But at the same time, what is the lesson that we are getting to that? What's the lesson at the end of the day? What's the lesson that Will Smith is sharing to all of us? Because the lesson is money doesn't bring you happiness. Fame doesn't concrete who you are as a person, because you can be the richest person, you can be the most famous person around the world. But one single mistake can pretty much evaporate everything that you work for. One single default can pretty much erase all the goodness, all the good deeds that you have prospered, that you have brought into the table for everyone to enjoy. I know because I've been through that, and I know some of y'all have been through something like that. Now, I know that we haven't jumped up and slapped somebody, we haven't assaulted anybody, but I know that most of us out there, especially if you're a real human being, I'm pretty sure you have done something wrong to someone where they have not forgiven you for your defaults, which is natural, which is normal. And forgiveness is not something that someone's going to jump up and tell you, hey, you know what, I'm going to forgive you right now. You know what, let's just go and play out. Because some people, it may take them years and years for them to let go, because they're still are holding on their hurts, or they're still feeling some type of way about their circumstances. And it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be shame. It doesn't have to be, oh, I feel belittled. But it's there's this thing about how you approach a human being, how you make someone feel. And what Will Smith act up on Chris Rock on that night made Chris Rock feel some type of way, to where Chris Rock is not responding to his apology. Now, everybody out there can jump on and talk about, you know what, it's too late. It is never too late to say, I'm sorry. We just heard the Pope, who went to Canada and apologized to the native in Canada, pretty much, and even create a settlement so they can be able to pay back the debt, pay back the oppression that they have brought to the native in Canada, even though it's not going to pay off their hurts for all those years and years and years. But it is a step toward redemption. What Will Smith is asking from all of us is renaissance of redemption is for all of us to give him the opportunity to redeem himself towards a good deeds, something good, something moral. So our children will not be able to jump off on stage, or our children will not be able to act upon their belligerency, or act that they can just, have their ways and there won't be no circumstances. Because what Will Smith just did in front of the whole West, especially in front of the children who were watching the Oscar, was the fact that if you have money, if you have power, if you have all the influence around the world, you can just be ignorant, just jump off and hurt everybody until folks are feeling your hurt. Folks are feeling that, okay, this affect me, this affect my livelihood, this just affect how I see things now. And you're just a bad person, and I don't want to be around you. Until everyone comes together collectively, like a union, and pretty much call him out, that would never happen like that. But what Will Smith, the human being, is asking from Chris Rock and everybody is a redemption, is a restart. And last time I checked, that's a brother right there that's asking all of us to get back in our good grace. I mean, forget Jada Pinkett. I'm not really care about Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm not caring about, and especially fellas, if I'm saying, if you have a woman out there that's, that you know that she has some type of issue, before you even jump on any circumstance, before you even embarrass yourself, just check your foundation before you even go out and check everybody out there. But if I was Chris Rock, yes, I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to sit on the video. I'm going to pretty much recess, progress, have other folks, opinion, not just opinions, but just have other folks, a point of view. And also talk to someone who's have a more neutralization of an understanding when it comes to forgiveness, when it comes to compromising, when it comes to comprehend others whenever they make a mistake. That was just a human mistake, whether it was around the word, whether it was, it was in public, but that was just a human mistakes. There are worse human beings who will do worse than that. There are people out there who are molesting children. There are men out there who are hurting their wives and their children. I mean, there are worse things out there that are not forgivable. There are worse things out there in life that we cannot forgive and forget. But when a human being comes up and repent themselves, not just in front of the person that they're hurt, but they make their apology, their redemption public, it should tell all of us about where this person mindset is. And what can we be able to learn from it instead of being judgmental, instead of just being critical about, what we just witnessed. Because I am not going to be critical about what I just witnessed. I'm not going to call out Will Smith because I already did that, in February and March. But last time I checked, if you read the Bible, thou shalt not judge others. I mean, if you haven't sinned in your life, then you can throw the rock at the other person or at anybody that you feel has sinned upon you, because that's what it leads up to. That's why he was just brought up to us about that judging. Yes, we all judged him because he made a mistake, but which human beings in this world has not made a mistake? Which human being in this planet hasn't made any type of defaults to the point that we all learning from our defaults? We all learn from mistakes. We all learn from what we do. I learned from my past to the point that today I make sure I will not repeat the same thing I made. Now, am I going to be, holding all this anger toward the folks that did me wrong? No. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to forget the experience that I've been through. It doesn't mean that I'm going through just let it go and then just forget about it and be ignorant or be naive about the situation. It means that I've learned from that mistakes. I will not go back to that again, or I will make sure that I will be hesitant before I even cross that path again to make the same exact mistake. At some point in life, we all have to learn how to forgive in order to move on in life. Because if you don't forgive, you may end up yourself in some type of hospital. You may lose your mind. You may lose everything around you. You may even lose yourself. So my advice to Chris Rock, to his family, is find the heart, the mind, the soul, and the spirit to be able to allow this brother to redeem himself towards you. It doesn't have to be today. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It doesn't have to be next month. It doesn't have to be in December or in Christmas. But when the time is right, when the moment is right, to the Rocks family, if you are here in the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, just find the energy, the positive energy to help that brother redeem himself. Because I can tell you, especially amongst us Black folks, when it comes to mental illness, mental challenges, we seem to be neglecting or not paying attention to that. And I want to tell to Will Smith and to his family to keep their head up, and to everybody out there to keep your head up. And whatever you do, learn how to forgive and don't judge others if you haven't sinned yourself. Let's play some more music, man, because this is the Yaggah Movement video. Because I got to play some more bills. Yaggah, Yaggah. All right. You already know how we do. Yes, I appreciate everybody out there joining me today, man. Big shout out to Capel. Thank you. Marcel Columbus, what it do? Yaggah, man. Yaggah. I know I'm a little bit back with my videos, but you already know I'm back on the scene right now. Appreciate everybody out there joining me today. You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't get my light on, man. So y'all like, oh my God, what's going on? Mr. Clean B, you so backed up, man. What's going on? Yo, what is going on with Trump, man? What's going on with your president? What is going on with your president? Why is he signing up with the people who almost destroy America, man? What's going on? Can someone tell me what's going on right now? Because I'm kind of confused about the live golf. I'm very confused about that. Very, very confused. I know I don't want to sound political here because I don't want to get kidnapped or anything like that. But can someone explain to me, is this the United States that I'm knowing? Because I remember in September 11th. September 11th, 2001. A lot of folks, especially in America, were very emotionally angered, by the attack that happened. Everybody was, religiously going after, Muslims or Islam, or talking about we need religious faith, and we need God, and what I'm saying, like, and no terrorist is going to come and destroy our freedom, our way of living, and everything like that. Most definitely, I'm just a little confused because I know for the past few days there has been a lot of sorry about that. There has been a lot of backlash, especially from folks from New Jersey, New York, about the live golf, how it's been held in America. How the people who are supposed to go against that are actually taking money from it. Like I said, I'm not going to go against anyone that wants to make money, because I believe that I actually express on my social media that welcome to a land where God is actually monetary right now. God is actually money and everything. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but we just gotta make sure that we give props where props is done. You know what I'm saying? Yes. We're back again. We'll just play some General Chefali, Jah is love, most definitely. Now, before we go on break, man, I want to give a big shout out to Gibson Nunn. Now, programming on KRDP is supported by Gibson Nunn 12 Steps book and gift store since 1977, located on the southeast corner of Scottsdale and Shea. Open Monday through Saturday. For more information, you can call 602 277 5256. Gibson is also on Facebook. So big shout out to Gibson. And I want to give it a big live shout out to Addis Ababa, most definitely. Addis Ababa, it's Ethiopian restaurants. I would like to have all my Caucasian brothers and sisters and all my African brothers and sisters out there, and all my Latinos brothers and sisters to go enjoy some African cuisine. Addis Ababa, very good, very delicious. I believe, one of the number one sambusas out there in Phoenix, Arizona. I gotta say that because them sambusas are delicious. You know what I'm saying? Magically delicious. And I gotta tell y'all this. You know what I'm saying? It's right there, located on 35th Avenue in Bethany, home, most definitely. So if you're somewhere in Glendale or Central Phoenix, man, go out there and check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's a real nice place. A family, oriented, most definitely. So, big shout out to Addis Ababa, most definitely. And hopefully they can enjoy the KRDP family real soon. You already know how we do. Now, when I jump on my second segment, I would like to elaborate on the live golf and Donald Trump. I'm not sure why do I have to talk about politics every time I come and talk to y'all, because all I want to do is talk about positivity. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about love. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's kind of hard to find love, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Love is real. Love is fascinating. So I would like for y'all to jump with us on the second hour. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. And yes, and you guys can call us too at 602-633-2662, live and direct. If you have something to say, if you want to put a comment down, say, Mr. Clean B, I love your t-shirt, or I love your hat, or Mr. Clean B, you know what I'm saying? When is your birthday coming? My birthday is coming, y'all. So I hope you guys can cash me app. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's a new word right now. Cash me app on my birthday coming up next month, y'all. That's how we do it, baby. That's how we do it. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. Yeah. Ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee. Ah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, I'm just saying. Cash me app on my birthday. Cash me app on my birthday. Okay? Cash me app on my birthday, y'all. Hey, we'll be back. Yaggah, yaggah, yo, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere, because we still out here. We're still out here, y'all. Yaggah, yaggah. Yes. Oh, hey, we back.
Since
All right.
1977, Southeast corner of Scottsdale and Shea, open Monday through Saturday. Gifts on Facebook.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace. Learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Financial support comes in part from Gifts and On, 12-step gift and bookstore since 1977. Southeast corner of Scottsdale and Shea, open Monday through Saturday. Gifts and on Facebook.
I'm Brian Black. Join me for anything, open form, free form, community radio, local, national, international, signed, unsigned, touring, non-touring, anything. Thursdays, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Broadcasting from the Phoenix Center for the Arts, you're tuned to KRDP Jazz and Indie, where the Valley comes to talk, sing, connect. KRDP, Apache Junction, Goldfield Ghost Town, Phoenix, 90.7 FM in the East Valley, and online at Listen, the number 2, KRDP.com, a service of Desert Soul Media. This is Ada Red Austin. Please join me for an evening of cool jazz and more. Saturday, September 10th at 7 p.m. Celebrating KRDP, the only black radio station in Arizona. Hopefully at the Dunbar Pavilion at the corner of West 2nd Street and Main in downtown Tucson. Tickets are $30 and $35 at the door. More information at our website. Listen, the number 2, KRDP.com and brownpapertickets.com. Hope to see you there. God bless the child that's got his own. That's got his own. Yeah.
This poem is entitled Black Woman. She walks with the grace of a panther, black that is, with childbearing hips and full lips and kinky hand of voluptuous derriere. See, her skin color comes in 16 shades, so that's 16 ways to identify and familiarize herself with her own kind, and a blown mind should be the results of feasting your eyes on the way that she glides. See, inside lies her strength, so to identify her to her diminish the essence and beauty upon which she exists. See, in her heart, where the thought unfurls, and though she suffered as a child and small girl, in essence her blessing is being the mother of all worlds. And I've called girls, but not called girls, but only to involve girls, to evolve girls into being queens and lovers and loving mothers with the cream of substance to rise above others. See, she gives birth to solar systems. She is polarity, distinguishing polar positions. She is the most sacred, protected possession in the museum. So when you see her, you'll think of Sojourner Truth, or Makari Hatshepsut, or Angela Davis, who stood for something, or Harriet Tubman, who freed slaves and helped them, or Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, the ISIS Papers, the life of a nation saturated in calamity. So why not enthrone those who are the backbone of humanity? Why? Because insanity has liquored our plight, to the point that we glorify death so much we don't respect the givers of life who deliver us light. So instead we'll pledge to oppose to us right, but I'll uphold the fight and give recognition to she who picks up the slack in black men and preserve him even when he don't deserve it. So I am of service because I am concerned with the lack of appreciation given to the mothers of our nation. So without further ado, respect, admiration, veneration, and love is overdue. It should be intended, extended, and given to none other than.
Welcome to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Here comes the Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
We back again. We back again. Let me grab something real quick. So yes. Ah, yes. Back for the second hour. For the second hour again. Let me invite some people here, man. I don't know who I can invite on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Our second video. But welcome again to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Uh, I know we are live right now. Appreciate everybody out there joining us today. Excited, it's hot, so please drink some water. Stay hydrated. Drink some water, man. Drink some water and stay afloat. Stay drama free, most definitely, because that's what life is about. You move on, you do things good, you do things to other people. Let us be better human beings, most definitely. So I'm very confused about the live golf, man. Very, very confused about that. I'm not sure if someone can write something down and explain to me the live golf festival. I'm not so sure. Why are we missing politics in sports? One of the things that really kind of shocked me up is the fact that I'm hearing the former president, number 45, pretty much ignoring other people's emotions about the fact that we all know what happened on 9/11. I know where I was on 9/11. I know pretty much where I was staged at on 9/11. Uh, it's it's pretty disturbing, I should say. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of crazy how um, now we have politics getting involved into sports now. I mean, we have earlier we have the, what you call it? We had the some anchor journalists or politicians who will go on TV and talking about athletes should not be inspiring society, or athletes shouldn't focus on politics and anything like this. I think the word was shut up and dribble, if I remember. Shut up and dribble. That was the word. But right now we are noticing that there's a live golf in the heart of the 9/11 center, where actually across a couple blocks, a couple miles. But the whole point is how it came together, and I'm really confused about what does that mean. What does it mean? To allow, I guess, folks that we accuse of being criminals, you know, uh, you know, uh, human rights criminals. Not to say that you know, uh, they're criminals and anything like that, but it's just the hypocrisy that I'm trying to think of, because obviously, we we live in a world right now where money talks. You know what I'm saying? Money is everything right now. Money is God. Money is life. And money we trust. I asked a few folks about it. I even heard some sports anchor men and women expressing their frustration about that. Pretty much just the fact that it's happening here. It is really happening. In the land of the United States, in New York, it's pretty devastating. So it's one of those things that I I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to find out, what is the motive. But yeah, I heard about some of the money will go to charity. But what charity are we talking about? What charity is the focus? So is that the charity toward the family who lost their loved ones during the attack? Are we talking about charity to help children to enhance their education? Are we talking about charity to help those out there in need? I mean, things like this that we need to know because those were not broadcast. They were not talked about. They were just worried about, hey, we just playing for peace. We're playing for the good of humanity. Which to me, I don't go against anything that's that goes that's for the good of humanity, for the good of society. I'm not against that at all. The one thing I'm just very confused is the fact that now we have politics and sports and hypocrisy and the same web. Say the same web. Uh, not to you know not to say that sports and politics don't go together, but when you hear a couple of years ago where some of the journalists would tell athletes to shut up and dribble, or they would tell athletes not to focus on political or social political issues because it doesn't involve their game, it doesn't affect the game or anything like that. But it's one of those things where I'm I had to say something about that. It's not about Saudi Arabia, even though there was some uh, this declassification, excuse me, about uh, the foundings of the 9/11, you know, uh, trauma that happened and who was behind the terror attack. Uh, but now it seems like we can take money from criminals. We can take money from anybody because we know it doesn't matter. Who we hurt. It doesn't matter who gets offended. It's just that hey, money talks. So that's what that is to me. And the live golf. I think Tiger Woods is not part of it. There are some golf legends who are not part of that. But I know that for number 45, former President Trump is actually hosting it. I've heard some rumors, some facts about the reason why he's hosting the show. But my thing is, whatever happened to the family victim, whatever happened to the sympathy of the family who lost their loved ones, and even so, we just heard right now the Republicans, blocked a bill to help the veterans. The veterans who have been helping out through toxins during the wars, whether it's 9/11 or the Iraq War, but they were exposed to toxins, and one party blocked it off, you know, uh, just to help out, you know, the military vets. Big shout out to all the vets out there. Big shout out to all the military. If you're a military vet, man, big shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for you, we would not be here enjoying our freedom, pretty much expressing what we want to express. So big shout out to all the military men and women out there. Even though you know politics can get involved with that, folks who talk about, oh, we care about policemen, policewomen, we care about the military, we care about the protection of the land, and there seems not to vote for a bill that's going to be protecting those military folks, those policemen and women who have been fighting, servicing the community, the country. And those things are very bothersome. And then we have a tournament that's been held that somehow now no one cares about 9/11. Now it's all about, it's all about, you know, uh, what you may call it. It's about the money. It's about, let's make sure that we get the money and be good with it, be fun with that, most definitely. But it is what it is, man. We're going to talk about that. And also, I'm going to jump on some relationship advice, some toxicity relationship. Trying to get my English word right here, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about that, man, just to avoid, toxic relationship. For those out there who are looking for love, good luck with that. If you're looking for one, good luck with that. All right. But let's jump on the show because we're going on right now. We're going on right now. Oh, oh. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Yaga, yaga, yaga. Hey, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We'll just play some more music, man. Welcome back to the Yaga Movement Radiocast. Again, we have some Burna Boy, some Emmanuel de Togolese. We had some Jamie Amy, and also some Becky. You already know how we do. This is the Yaga Movement Radiocast, Mr. Clean B, live and direct for the second hour, man. I want to give a big shout out to Alcoholic Anonymous. Now, this announcement on KRDP is brought to you by the Public Information Committee of Alcoholic Anonymous, providing a 12-step program to those recovering from alcoholism. For more information, you can call 480-834-9033 or aamesaaz.org. It's Alcoholics Anonymous, most definitely, y'all. Now, you can also check out my, my show. I have a show called The Brother Talk on Anchor.fm. You can go to Safari Sam Podcast. Most definitely check The Brotherly Talk. We are going to broadcast some new episodes for y'all for the 2022. I know some of y'all have been asking for a lot of episodes going on right now. But we are going to definitely share some episodes for all of y'all, most definitely. Now, I know earlier, my second hour, I was just talking about, this golf tournament that is happening out here in the soil of the United States of America. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody have heard the news about who's behind it, who are the sponsor of the tournaments, the live golf tournaments, who are the players. And I can tell you that Tiger Woods is not part of that tournament, most definitely. So that's one of the news that I can share that with y'all. I know some other legendary golf, Bubba Watson, other legends have been joining this tournament. But the one person that actually I thought would have pretty much get away or, stay away from the tournament or not get involved will be the former president, number 45, former President Trump, if I can say his name right, who pretty much, is hosting the tournament, I believe, since yesterday, today, and the weekend, and also is receiving money from the Saudis. Now, for those out there who probably don't understand why this is an issue, why this is so controversial, is the fact that let's all remember that almost 21 years ago, 9/11, was a traumatic experience in the United States. There were 4 attack, that was held in America. One in New York. One plane that dropped off somewhere in Pittsburgh, in the middle of Pittsburgh. Another one that went to the Pentagon, and another one also was heading to LA. But we all know that there were some attacks that just happened on that date. I know where I was. I know exactly where I was on 9/11. I know I was in the West Coast, and the whole country was in shock to witness any attack happening, in the American soil. Now, back then, everybody was talking about religious conflict. It was Muslim versus Christianity and all that ignorant things that were just being broadcasted. And the one thing I was noticing was the fact that no one didn't know, who was the attacker, because the attacker were Muslim. That was the assumption that they were Muslims. They were, they practice jihad and all that stuff. Pretty much, it was a religious sect who came and attacked the United States. And Smokey Joe, aka President Joe Biden, declassified the findings of the 9/11 a few months ago, which we all found out at the end who were behind the terrorist attack, which was the Saudis regime, who pretty much were funding other groups to come and attack the United States. Now, President Trump was somewhere in his house, but I'm pretty sure that when he was running for office, or when he was telling everybody about 9/11, he pretty much was broadcasting that he was next to the firefighters who lost their lives, or next to other policemen who lost their lives, and pretty much fighting against the terrorists, which is kind of like of a lie, but years later, 20 something years later, we hear, and there's a golf tournament happening, and now we are hearing that the people who pretty much were funding the terrorist attack are the ones who are funding this golf tournament. Not only that, they have to persuade a lot of American golfers to be able to participate in that tournament. And not only that, have the former president of the United States to be able to host the tournament. Now, I remember at one point when Black Lives Matter, the Black Lives Matter movement was going on, there were a lot of politicians, especially those Republican GOPs. I'm not even going to say that all Republicans are bad, but some majority of them can be pretty radical or pretty extreme. I remember at one point where some of the athletes were fighting for human rights. We had Kaepernick, who was kneeling because he felt that the system was going against minorities, were not being fair toward the poor, were not being fair toward those out there who are fighting for justice. And a lot of politicians, especially Republicans, will come out and express their thoughts about how athletes should mind their business on sports and not focusing on politics, right? That was the methods back then, where you have to shut up and dribble, or hit the ball and then run. Like you're a runaway slave, and all you have to do is just do your work and don't question anything else. That was the talk back then. How this politician will come and vilify those athletes, and pretty much let everybody know that politics is not welcome in sports, just like politics is not welcome in religion, right? But now we're living in a world where now we're hearing all those same politicians who are now turning into hypocrites, where they are now expressing that, now we can have religion into politics, or now we can involve sports into politics because now there's money involved, there's billions of dollars involved. Let's not mind the family members of the firefighters who lost their loved ones, in that building. Let's forget about the children who grew up with with nobody around, who grew up with no parents, with no dads, who were in that building murderously taken down. Let's forget about those family members, and let's just take that blood money. Because the Live Golf Tournament, to me, is a blood money that has been accepted by some of those golfers, especially number 45. Now, for those out there who want to come and say, well, this is for the good of the sport, this is for the good of humankind, then if this was the good of the humankind, then how come some of that money did not go to the infrastructure of certain families out there who are in need of some financial stability? How come some of that money is not going toward education? How come some of that money is not going towards something good to help the society to function the right way? How come some of that money is not going to something positive, but it's going to something good? It's been accepted from the people that we call up on killing the American citizen out here. Well, but no, let's forget about the 9/11 families. This is just a a whitewash type of issue. Let's just forget about that. Let's just play golf, hit the ball, put it in the hole. Let's jump into the 18 hole, and then, hey, let's get our $1 billion. Bing, boom, bow. That's it. But nobody seems to be talking about how that tournament is affecting the families out there who are actually watching that event going in their eyes. In the center of the 9/11 area. I mean, we can go on TV and cuss LeBron James to shut up and dribble. We can talk. We can blackball Colin Kaepernick for not playing sports. We can just, pretty much, block every athlete who are awakened, because somehow if you're an athlete and you're awakened, that means that you have some issue going on, right? But no, I'm sorry. But Live Golf is supposed to be for the people. Live Golf is supposed to be for those out there who are just playing golf, getting a couple of $100 million, and not caring about other people's feelings. But we do care about the citizen. We do care about, how folks, feel about certain things. We do care about, the reality of certain things. But somehow when money comes, we seem to be forgetting about, that was just, a 20-year-old history. But do we forget about how that history affected a lot of us? How that history right now is not helping some of those military vets right now who have been blocked by those Republicans because they are worried about some type of inflation or economy crisis. But we can go out there and play golf because it's for the good of the people. But for those out there who won't say anything about that, shame on you. Shame on you, most definitely. Because it's just so outrageous that after all those years of bringing religious to politics, after now telling people not to bring sports into politics, now we are allowing golf to become the voice of political peace. I mean, who created that? Who created that philosophy? Who created that methods? Who told us that now it's okay for golfers to get involved into politics? Who said that?
Might as well fight.
But that's something that we all gotta just pay attention to, and that's why I keep on telling you that all those politicians that come and tell you one thing, they're all a bunch of hypocrites. They're all telling you one thing and do something, on the side because of the money. Money talks, y'all. Money talks right now. And if that Live Golf, it's telling everyone, it's telling all of us that money is money pretty much is everything. That money will pretty much shut everybody down and make us forget about the trauma that happened 20, 30 something years ago. And that's what we have right now. So for those out there who are joining this tournament, shame on all of y'all, most definitely. And big shout out to Tiger Woods for not taking part of that, most definitely. Now, we're going to play some more music. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yaggah, Yaggah. Brother Trey.
What's up, kid?
All right. Wait, you just came in?
Just got here.
Oh, wow. Well, welcome to my world.
Uh-oh. What's that?
Well, welcome indeed. Well, welcome. Oops, sorry.
Okay, so you're not coming on today?
Huh?
Okay.
Well, welcome, because I just got in like at 1:30. So I was really I thought I was gonna be late, but I guess I have to go back to work.
Do you really?
Yeah, but I'm gonna go back and check, and then I'm gonna go to this Addis Ababa. But yeah, I have to go and check some stuff out my job. Just I guess anything since I'm on camera. So. I'm paying taxes, so please don't snitch on me, man. But But yeah, I gotta go and try to keep the peace.
Why is that? What happened?
Nah, it's just human, man. It's just human beings. We don't compromise. We always complain and
Only all the
one thing
time.
and another. And I'm like, yo, like, can we just work and make money? You know what I'm saying? Just work and make money. You know what I'm saying? Just make your money and go home.
Okay, so here's my question: are we still Desert Soul or just KRDP?
We are KRDP.
We're not Desert Soul anymore.
No, this is so is the umbrella. So KRDP is now the station. This is like the brand. So this also has Radio Phoenix, indie, jazz, and KRDP. So it's like like because you have New Empire and then you have William Points and other things.
Uh-huh.
So it's yeah. So I mean, I said digital media. I said shout out to digital media, but on the air it's KRDP. So yeah, on the air it's KRDP. And I think I just did a call for action. I didn't realize that.
For who?
For this Abeba. I was like, yeah, well, shout out to Addis Abeba. It's a beautiful restaurant. But I didn't know, I didn't see no price or nothing. I just say, at the location, I didn't see no number or anything like that. And I was like, they have the best food. But I didn't know that was a call for action. So, but yeah, I'm gonna learn that call for action thing again, man. Because I just thought it wasn't no price or, invite people to go there.
When you invite people, that's the call.
But all I say is that, it's the best place, they got the Addis Abeba, they got the samosas, it's right located right there. Shout out to them, and that was it. But I guess, yeah, I'm going there because I have to. Plus, I'm going there anyway.
Did you find that there's a mouse over here.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, you gonna use my mouse later?
Oh,
no, it's right here. It's right here. Let's see. It's right. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. We are technically working in the background. We on point coming up next.
Is
Right
this
there.
me?
This is right here. This is the mouse. What happened? Yeah, it's on. I see. Are you on Facebook?
I think so.
It's buffering. Yeah, you're on Facebook, but it's buffering.
No, it's not doing anything. I don't think. Or is it?
Yeah, you're on Facebook.
Right.
Oh, do you need the mouse? Yeah. So that was easier. Yeah, you probably have to close that up right there. Probably have to close that. Yeah, we're working out here. Yeah, we're working out here. So you guys don't mind. You know what I'm saying? We're out here just trying to get set up. KLGP, we on point getting set up right after me. So, you know what I'm saying? And, oh yeah, my birthday is coming. So you guys can cash me app. Okay, that's a new English word. Cash me app. Okay. Just drop like 50 cents or something like that.
50 cents.
50 cents. And look, man, I need 50 cents for my birthday, all right? So I can send it back home. Because 50 cents is a lot of money, all right? $1 can feed a whole family back home. 50 cents can feed you half of the day.
So next year we're going to your home, right?
Next year? Oh yeah. Ivory Coast. We'll be there. Ivory Coast.
I'm talking about trying to stack some funds so we can purchase some property.
Yeah. Yes. 2023. Yes. Brother Trey, yes. We're going for a month. We're going for a month. We're going for a month. For a month.
I don't know if I could be gone for a month. But
you have to go for a month. You have to go for a month. You got to go for a month. That way you can see everything. You know what I'm saying? You can see everything. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, I got one of these. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, I got one of those, so I can't be going for a month. I feel you. Good job, but yeah.
You can bring the queen with you. It's just a month, man. You're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Besides seeing safari, you're gonna see infrastructure and skyscrapers, right? You know what I'm saying? Yes, we do have skyscrapers, all right? I know some of y'all out there who thinks that Africa's still a jungle. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, all right, man? But we don't live in the jungle here, man. You know what I'm saying?
How do we get to our displays?
That's your page, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm seeing on the side right there. I'm seeing on the sides. Page you share. Are you gonna use your one point?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then if you use your one point, then I'll have to just jump on it and then...
Now I just need to find out how to sign on this.
That on the left side. If you go down on the left side, not the inbox. Let me see on the right, in the middle right there. Okay, hold on. Create ad. Keep going there. No, that's promote.
That's live.
Okay, right there. Yeah, right there. Go live. And create a text for going live. What the hell? Yeah, I don't. Okay, stream software.
What happened?
Stream software. That's your camera, right? That has to be your camera.
Right. This one.
It's already on your camera. Here we go. No baby mama drama. No. We're gonna cut that off today. Yes, indeed. Shout out to all the men out there who are getting child support. Yes, indeed. Don't hate the player, hate the game, man. God bless America. Woo! Right. Where's your camera, man? It has to be on top. Go on top. Yeah, go on top, Richard. Go on top. Yeah, right there. You go. Right now we see each other.
But that doesn't say when to go live.
The camera right there.
But where to go live? Start screen share.
Oh, when you go live,
complete post details. Oh, okay. I got it. Share right.
Are we on point?
Post details.
I have to update that computer, or I have to fix it. I'm gonna update that computer. Need you in my life, so let's go. I'm looking in your eyes, you're telling me, take me. Boss man, yes. Blessings. On a place of broad. I told y'all, man, you know what I'm saying? Black don't crack, you know what I'm saying? Black don't crack. We stay young like this, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're all 21 up in here, okay? We're all 21 for the past 45 years. We're 21. That's right. I'm 21 years old. I'm going to be 21 in a few weeks.
You damn well know you ain't 21.
Man.
You know, Kaja got that on there.
So you're gonna come after the show, right? Is brother coming here?
No. But that, I mean, it's only
What just happened?
3:47.
Yeah, we're gonna meet up at 5 o'clock today.
What just happened?
And then I got some
5 o'clock.
sambusas. Yeah, I got some sambusas.
5 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing?
So we're gonna talk to her.
No, but if
But I was gonna order some sambusas. So when we get there, we can.
so, what time are you leaving here? That's what I'm saying.
Like 4:30.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go to my job to sign some stuff real quick, and then I'm gonna go straight there because my job is like 15 minutes from there.
Okay, because Calvin said he went to meet you there last week and you weren't there. They weren't open.
Yeah, she wasn't open, and I told her today to open it today.
This is
She will. I promise you, she will. Kaja, she will.
But don't have me out in the heat.
No,
You know,
she will. No, she.
Come in here next week, you won't have a show. We'll be airing like.
Oh my gosh.
We'll be airing Tabby
Jesus
Smiley or
Christ,
something.
man.
Smiling. Of all people. Sorry.
Shout out to Desert Soul Media, man. Shout out to KRDP 90.7 FM. To the East Valley, I'm live and direct right now. Big shout out to Mesa, Tempe, everybody on the east side of Phoenix, Arizona, man. I'm live, man. I appreciate everybody out there for joining me today, man, live and direct via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, man. But now I want to let you know, man, before I even go to my next segment, man, I want to let you know that one way listeners like yourself, yes, like you, can support KRDP is by becoming one of our sustaining donors. Your financial gift supports the diverse programming you hear on KRDP. It also provides opportunities for youth, interns, and members of the Valley community to learn radio broadcasting and for coverage of local art, culture, and politics. And don't forget, your financial contribution is tax deductible. For more information or to sign up to become a KRDP sustaining donor, call 602-254-6636 or visit our website. Listen to the number 2, KRDP.com, and click on the donate button on the top menu. We thank you for your generous support of community radio, especially via KRDP. So big shout out to KRDP, man. Big shout out to their social media. Big shout out to everybody out there making progress, most definitely, man. We already know how we do. Now, before I go, man, I'm gonna give y'all a little relationship advice because I know one of my homies just broke up a few days ago, and you know, so I was just talking to him. So I wanted to kind of share that with him, most definitely. So he and everybody out there will never make that same mistake again because relationship is a lifetime investment. It's not just an investment for for the fun of it. It is an investment for the soul, the body, and the spirit, y'all. And I know a lot of times some of us we usually don't, get the the opportunity to learn from it, to grow with it, to be able to adapt to those to those love changes, you know what I'm saying, or be able to observe or pay attention to what we see when we meet somebody. But I know for a few months, I know some folks out there from my social media, to anybody out there who has been professing about how relationship is pretty much pretty toxic nowadays, how folks are not trustworthy, which I believe that's not the truth, even though there are some facts into that. But I believe that in order for anybody out there to jump into anybody to to flow with the ship or to fly in the airplane, you got to be able to know who you're flying with or who you sailing the boat with. That's what I'm saying. Now, relationship, it's a challenge. it takes great, great, mind to be able to come together. It takes two people to work together. It takes two people to break up or to make up. Plain and simple. Now, things that you have to be able to watch out when it comes to toxicity. Toxicity, excuse me, my English is going to be torturous, but toxicity relationship that you can be able to find out the signs that you can be able to observe. Now, the one thing that I've noticed is the boredom. Now, being boring in a relationship is something that can be a toxic, issue. Now, when I say boring, I'm not talking about play video game. I'm not talking about take your your significant others out. All I'm saying is just pretty much just keep your relationship excited, because every day is something new. Every day is something that you have to be working on. Now, it could be something challenging. Those challenges can be something that you can enjoy, but as long as you don't make your relationship some type of boredom, or you don't make it to where someone seems to be so bored of the same exact thing, that right there can be able to kill the toxicity in your relationship. Now, a continuous betrayal, self-betrayal, meaning now self-betrayal doesn't have to be cheating or sleeping with somebody. I mean, people think that, because you're talking to this person or that person, it could be money. It could be, hey man, I trust you, and you keep on betraying me with your trust. A continuous self-betrayal could be where, someone is putting their faith in you and you keep on repeating the same exact mistake. You cannot keep on doing that every single, especially when it comes to finances. When it comes to finance, not just physical, form of it, but finances. You know what I'm saying? Because finances is what makes people break up a lot. And you have to be able to make sure that your significant other trusts you as much as you trust him. You know what I'm saying? And then the lack of autonomy, man, the lack of autonomy. You have to have some type of self-worth. You have to bring respectability, also have some type of self-worth in that relationship. Now, if you don't have a self-worth, a lot of times people love misery. I believe misery enjoys company, other people's company. And a lot of times, if you find someone that's pretty much doesn't know who they are, doesn't have an idea of what they represent in the relationship, that can be a issue right there. That can be a problem, because a lot of times, we meet people that we don't know about because of the butterfly effect. We seem to be enjoying that moment until the facts are hitting our ceilings, or until we start to realize, okay, this person, doesn't have any trust, or doesn't have any some type of confidence. We have to be able to have those, kill those lack of autonomy. Now, the little white lies is, of course, the betrayal on my number 2 when I was talking about continuous self-betrayal, because little white lies doesn't have to be, involved in your relationship, man. You don't have to be lying all the time. You don't have to be trying to cover up a lie because you want to be able to, bless someone from away from ignorance. You want to be able to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Honesty, to me, and from what I've learned, all my relationship years is just honesty will help. Now, it may hurt in some point, but it will help learning and experiencing, what your honesty that you share with your partner. You know what I'm saying? Because honesty saves relationship most definitely. Now, nothing you do is right. That's one of the things that, especially as a man, I have to, face that up, because sometimes we can do the right thing, and even though we do the right thing, your partner, your significant other may see it as a wrong trauma, or as a wrong thing. A lot of things, you have to be able to appreciate what your partner brings into the table, whether they're cooking, whether they're working, whether they're making you feel good, they give you the happiness that you need every single day. Don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that we do may never be perfect, but our perfection is to work toward the relationship. And that's why it's so important to make sure that we don't judge each other in a relationship, because nothing we're going to do is going to be right. Now, unhappiness is always another case, because folks are always unhappy. Folks are always talking about, you know what I'm saying? I need this, I need that. Well, appreciate what you have, because your unhappiness may lead to something else that you're going to be even more unhappy about that. You know what I'm saying? A partner of victimhood. Don't play the victim in your relationship. Don't act like you're the victim. Be more of a partner. Be more of a strength in your relationship. And envy and jealousy is never welcome into a relationship because those will lead into a poison. You know what I'm saying? Drama, of course, drama. Everybody loves the drama. You want to be able to fight for this and that, but fight for what's right. Fight for what's fair. Endless drama that can never end will break up or will end the relationship. And persistent disrespect is what we need to work on. That will break anybody up, whether you're a man or a woman. Disrespecting your significant other is going to lead to a breakup. Now, before I leave, I want to say thank you for everybody out there for joining me today. Thank you for being an inspiration. Thank you for joining me live right now via 90.7 FM. And we'll be back again next Saturday because it's going to be a brand new month. August is coming. It's the Leo game season, baby. And you already know how we do. We're on point coming up next. Yaggah, Yaggah.
4520 North
Woo! Right on point.
provides primary medical, dental, behavioral health, and WIC services.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
More information.
Yeah. Woo! We live, man. We out of here. We out of here.
A hero's work is never done. You care for the house.